Thank you for joining us on this fantastic Friday night. We are live from the Hive in Rossville, Indiana. A little IHSAA basketball action as the Rossville Hornets and the Carroll Cougars are set to do work here on the basketball hardwood. Joined by Pete Gasho, I am Sean Walker. Tonight's game is a presentation of Day and Ginda Funeral Home. Proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton and Carroll County, by Eagles Post 976, where they are people helping people, by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice, and by Mulberry Telecommunications and their Mintel Fiber Optic Services, offering the best gig in town. And finally, the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. Our pregame show tonight brought to us by Day and Ginda Funeral Home, where they put family first. And Pete, we've got a dandy for him tonight as we are in Rossville, ready for a varsity doubleheader. It's girls basketball set to tip off shortly, followed by the boys game, and it's always exciting when these two teams battle it out.
Yeah, you got to love these games. Again, almost like these are all these games around here are like rivalry games, right? You know, like Clinton Prairie, Rossville, Carroll. It just doesn't matter. You can mix them all up. They all want to win. They all want to play hard. So yeah, I think we're going to get a really good game here tonight. Rossville always brings a good crowd, and we got a good doubleheader to everybody can enjoy tonight.
Let's talk about our keys to victory tonight. What do these two teams have to do to be successful in this matchup?
Well, you know, these keys are going to push towards Rossville here more than anything else. But when you look at this Carroll Cougar team, they are very, very talented. So what you want to try to do is you want to try to limit the stars here if you can. You got Allie Harness averaging 20 points, Wagner with 13, Lainey Johnson, she averages 8 points. These girls can all get to the hoop. They can all score. Number 2 is under pressure. And for Rossville, they want to make sure that they take care of the ball. They take good open shots. And they don't try to force anything here tonight. So, it's, you know, you get an open look, boy, you got to take it here tonight. And then number 3, you just got to do the little things. You got to play hard. You got to go after those 50-50 balls. You got to put the effort in. If you do those little things right there, you're going to keep yourself in this game. What about our players to watch tonight? We'll start with the Carroll Cougars first. Who's up for Carroll? Well, how about the Carroll Cougars? We got Lainey Johnson. Right now she's averaging – we'll start over on Rossville. We'll stay with Rossville. That's fine. We got Ava Burkle. Ava Burkle, the super sophomore right now, averaging 15 points per game. You can see her stats right there, 8 rebounds, a couple steals. She had a career high of 28 points versus Faith Christian. Ava Burkle can get the job done for Rossville. She's a tough young lady. Very good basketball player. And now how about for those Carroll Cougars? Well, for the Carroll Cougars, we already said her name, so we're going to have – that's the boys right there. We're going to have Lane. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be Lainey Johnson right now. She's a senior. She is a tough player. Her season high this year came with 18 points versus Culver Academy. Gets a couple, almost 3 rebounds a game. She's always trying to get in there, playing hard defense, almost a couple steals a game. She's definitely one here to watch for the Carroll Cougars. Our players to watch tonight, obviously a couple of talented girls here on the basketball floor. What about, I don't know, what else do you think we might get into tonight? There's some Robins to these Batmans on these teams as well. We talked about Lainey Johnson. But we haven't even got to Allie Harness and Madison Wagner just yet for the Carroll Cougars. We've seen Carroll play this year. We've seen Rossville and Carroll both play this year, you know. So for the Carroll Cougars, definitely they got that 1-2 punch of Harness and Wagner there, and they're tremendous players. Allie Harness is about 20 points a game or something like that. Yeah, leads the conference. Yeah, and Wagner, you know, it shows right now she's averaging 13 points a game, but she can tear it up. I mean, she can turn that thing up, and she plays good defense, hard-nosed players. They just know how to get the job done. They do a good job of distributing the basketball, getting it to open players. What I like about them is they try to get the team involved, right? It's not just about those 2 players right there. They want to try to get the whole team involved to get going. On the other side of the floor, we told you about Ava Burkle.
What about, they've got a couple other girls here in Addie Gorbett, who is absolutely fantastic, and Allie Elliott, the freshman. I mean, their top 3 scorers on this year's team they're sophomores and freshmen. It's unbelievable.
Freshmen. Yeah, Allie Elliott, 7 points a game, and Gorbett, 9.2. So, I mean, they got the kids who can get it done.
Just youthful. Got to learn how to win, and that's part of what this season's going to be about.
They got a great coach, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We got a great coach there, Jennifer Jacoby, and Coach Jacoby, she knows, she's been there, she's played it, and if there's ever anybody that can get that through to the girls, it's going to be that lady right there, that coach.
2,000 points in her high school career, finished
crazy.
Second on the all-time scoring list when she was done with her playing days in high school. On the other side, head coach Brady Wiles is in his 5th year, and he has had some success as well. 79 wins to only 31 losses in his 5th year, and they are getting it absolutely done for Carroll. We'll step aside for the national anthem when we come back. Girls basketball heads your way right after this.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby, yo. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience awaits.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
We welcome you back here to Rossville High School after the national anthem was performed, and we'll get to our starting lineups here tonight for Coach Wiles and these Carroll Cougars, coming into tonight ranked number 6 in 2A with a 9-2 record, and got the names backwards here, but it's okay. So the starters for them, actually, we're having a little technical difficulties with our graphics tonight. Allie Harness, Emily Justice, Madison Wagner, Lainey Johnson, and Mallory O'Brien will be your starters tonight. And now the names and numbers that you saw officiated with Carroll there, they actually belong on the other graphic. And so, funny story, a little bit rushed getting ready for tonight's game, and realized we had the teams flip-flopped, and then when I fixed it, it flip-flopped all the names as well. So we're going to get it right before the boys' game. Starters tonight for Rossville and Coach Jennifer Jacoby. Courtney Huffman, Addie Gorbett, Chloe Darnell, Allie Elliott, and Ava Burkle will be your starting 5 there for Coach Jacoby. The Hive always a rocking place. I love the fact that they do these varsity doubleheaders, Pete. Gives the girls a chance to come out here on a Friday night in front of a big crowd and take in an awesome atmosphere. And what better way to do it than to face the team that's, about 10 miles down the road? And
that's right, not very far. Yeah, not very far down the road there, yeah. So always a good matchup no matter what we're playing here.
Our starting lineups tonight are brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here. Now for the officials, this graphic is correct. It's presented by Aaron's Flooring, where they offer luxury vinyl plank, carpet installation, and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com or give them a call at 601-4145 for a free quote. And the officials for the girls' game tonight are Mark Miller, Bob Walsh, and Paul Williams. There we go. Quick pat on the back, Sean. I got one right. Jumping up in the center is Ava Burkle and Madison Wagner, and Rossville will start out with the basketball first.
Nice job. Right down, tack. Now they set up.
Shot up from the corner. That one off the top of the backboard and rebounded by Wagner. Going to push ahead. That's Lainey Johnson. She was our player to watch tonight. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Get all the bugs out before we get into game 2 tonight.
We get a little zone defense here from the Hornets.
Just daring them to shoot a little bit. Good dump down. And that's O'Brien with her first bucket tonight.
Yeah, we get the full court pressure. This is what we talked about. One of the keys. Don't panic. Nice job of getting it across the half-court line. And we get a little push there.
Yeah. A little too much pressure that time, and they'll get Harness for her first foul.
Yeah, it's pretty early. Harness picking up one. Generally doesn't, foul out. But that is an early one.
That's Burkle with the basketball there, the lefty. Her and Gorbett, great length for basketball players, and both just sophomores. I'm telling you, the Rossville Hornets are in for a bright future with the youth that they have and the talent that they're already displaying on the season.
There's 2 quick fouls. Got number 3.
Yeah, Emily Justice picked up her first. So Hornets trying to work the ball around. A lot of dribbling there from Allie Elliott. Freshman will turn the basketball over.
Got too far underneath the basket, I think, that time. Just nowhere to go.
Harness and Wagner will call their names quite a bit tonight. Both of them headed to play college basketball next season. Harness, a Western Michigan commit. Wagner's headed to Trine. Shot from the corner.
Ooh.
3 knocked it down, stroking it early.
Woo. That was Wagner. We said she can score. She does. Deep ball.
Baseball pass thrown the other way, and then could not track it down that time. The turnover.
And we don't want to see. You don't want to see those. There's 2 unforced turnovers there now by the Rossville Hornets.
You said under pressure. We knew Carroll was probably going to come out and really force it on the ball, and Wagner back-to-back threes.
And they're going to have to step out on Wagner. That's 6 for her now. And I get another turnover here. That's 3 in a row.
Unfortunately, this thing can get out of hand early if Rossville can't get the ball down into their half-court set to get things rolling. This Rossville team's played a tough schedule so far. That Carroll is the 3rd-ranked opponent that they faced on the season. And now a traveling violation on Harness.
Looks like they get a little skip in there. It's a good basketball move right down into the lane.
Rossville's faced some tough competition. I talked about the rank opponents, but there's some opponents they face like Sheridan that are not ranked, but they are tough. Harness drives the other way, and this one knocked out of bounds. Good defense there from Courtney Huffman.
Yeah, Huffman quickly down. And they called it out on Carroll. Harness really didn't look like she disagreed with it.
To the middle of the floor. Burkle looking for a teammate. That one knocked out of bounds. Rossville inbound under their own bucket here. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, Post 976. Been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. As Harness steals that one. Frankfort Eagles off something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort.
It's a good job by Rossville beating Carroll down the floor. Don't let them get set up.
Looking inside for Burkle. It's knocked away again. It's Lainey Johnson playing the passing lanes. Now Gorbett gets her first foul.
Yeah, it was on Gorbett. She got one.
Eight 0 early lead for these Carroll Cougars tonight. Ranked number 6 in 2A.
Oh, nice pass. Great look down low. Nice layup.
Lainey Johnson gets her first field goal. She was our player to watch tonight. For Carroll, their 2 losses on the season is to get the foul on Burkle. They came in back-to-back games, but they were against 4A Northridge, ranked number 12, and 3A Western, who's ranked number 5. Those 2 teams, 22-1 combined on the season. Still some tough games ahead for both of these teams as Burkle gets Rossville on the board. Jillian Saltz checks in for Carroll. Salt's a sophomore that's got some length as Burkle goes 2 for 2. Wagner already knocked down 2, so they close out, and she finds Johnson. And, man, what a start for the Carroll Cougars.
That's 2 in a row there, Sean. Right down low, right where they're for Lainey Johnson. That's an easy layup. Rossville may have to change up that zone defense.
Voted the #1 best venue in the Midwest, Willow Creek is conveniently located outside of Frankfort, Indiana, with easy access to Lafayette, Zionsville, Noblesville, and Carmel. Their 1800s historic rustic barn sits on 8 acres, providing an all-natural, picturesque setting for the barn wedding you've always dreamt about. They'll provide an experience that's unforgettable, not just for you, but for your family and friends. You can schedule your tour today. Visit them online at thewillowcreekbarn.com. We'll see what Coach Jacoby to say to the team coming out of that timeout. Rossville already down double digits, and Allie Harness hasn't even began to get going yet. Last year it was Harness who absolutely torched these Hornets. As that shot's off the mark, Harness comes the other way.
Looking to push towards, just backs it back out. Nice interception there by the Hornets. Just intercepted that cross-court pass. Quick hands. Step up, hit that.
Oh, shot up by Huffman, no good. Tracked down by Wagner. Looking down low for Saltz.
Oh, what a block
by Gorbett.
Addie Gorbett read that one all the way down. Watch this. Just moves over, slides over, watches the ball. Great job.
A shot up by Wagner, couldn't get it to go. Now the Hornets head the other way. Harness last year against Rossville at home was absolutely unconscious. 42 points, was 9 of 13 from three-point range. She was pulling them from the 3-meter line and just swishing them. Arguably one of her best games of her career.
By Johnson, then push up the floor, the quick basket.
To find Saltz. Saltz just checked in, already on the board. 12-point lead. Shot a little too strong from Elliott.
Yeah, Carroll's really got the Rossville Hornets sped up, trying to break that press, not getting good set shots when they do get down the floor.
Lainey Johnson on that three-point attempt a minute ago about brought the rain. That was a rainbow three. Darnell will work it over to Huffman. That's where I think the Rossville needs to try to take advantage is inside with Gorbett and Burkle. Collapsing defense by Carroll. They find Burkle. Plays through the triple team, gets her own rebound.
Oh, not kind to her underneath that basket. Goodness.
We saw these Hornets go into an overtime affair earlier this year as Wagner gets another floater. They took on Clinton Prairie. They beat the Gophers in that game. Able to pull away in overtime. That was one where they had a game winner, then it was taken away, then forced into overtime.
Yeah.
It was one of the crazy situations where the clock just wouldn't run, and I don't know, there was some frustration growing in the crowd that night for sure. That's Jamila Tillman with the basketball there, loses it back to Wagner. Nice active hands.
Absolutely, yeah.
Burkle, that competitive fire.
Jumping in that passing lane, swiping it out.
Harness looks to penetrate. Burkle could call for the foul here.
A little too aggressive on that one.
Inbounds here. As Emily Justice gets it in there for the Cougars. We'll get our first look at both of these boys teams in the second game of our doubleheader here tonight. That three a little too strong from Justice.
I got the reach in.
Another foul here. Will be the second foul on Jamila Tillman. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter, and it's a 14-point early lead here for Carroll. It's a team that's winning by an average margin of about 19 points per game. Now a foul coming down low. This one will be called on Saltz.
Got the body right up against. And Carroll, I mean, they're going to come out and they're going to play you tough, you know. So they're going to body up on you. They're jumping in the passing lanes. So, you know, but they're going to have to adjust to the way these officials are calling the game.
Yeah, quickly. That is the fifth foul already against Carroll. They reset every quarter now, but Gorbett to the free throw line. That's why she's shooting here. One of the new rules we're taking some getting used to is the 5-foul bonus. No more 1-and-1. Lainey Johnson, a little Euro step. Nice move.
Oh, put back goes.
Mallory O'Brien gets her second field goal. Huffman picks up her dribble. Get it out to Gorbett. Gorbett had a big game against those Gophers in one that we covered as Burkle fouled out. Corbett carried the Hornets to that victory towards the end. Now turnover here gives Rossville the ball back.
Huffman's had a couple looks now, just can't get them to go. They could really use a good shot here.
Still a little momentum as they go into the quarter break.
Absolutely.
Corbett finds Burkle.
Gotta watch the clock.
3 seconds. The defense collapses, and nice job there. Great first quarter by these Carroll Cougars. They're up 14 as we head to the break. We'll be back with more basketball right after this.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Tonight's game brought to us by Day and Genda Funeral Home, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know that when dealing with a loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. Day and Genda Funeral Home will serve your family in a unique and loving way and provide the care that you need. For more information about the services Day and Genda Funeral Home offers, please visit dayandgenda.com. I know owner Pat Day personally. Graduated high school with him. He is a great man. It's a great game for him here tonight. He's got funeral homes in Rossville and Flora. As O'Brien takes the rebound away and scores again.
She's got 6 points here.
This one lost. Huffman picks it up. Harness continues to pressure the basketball. Shot off, Burkle back up, too strong. Well, the sophomores had some shots right around the rim, just hasn't got one to fall yet.
Oh, no, that's 2.
Burkle's gonna pick up her second, as Pete just alluded to. We saw her get into foul trouble against Clinton Prairie and eventually foul out on that one. She did a good job of staying in as long as she did, because she was in foul trouble early. The game tonight, with the firepower of Carroll, they can ill afford to lose her on the floor for any stretch. And there's
that's
another one.
Ooh, that looked like a push-off.
And they got Burkle for her third right afterwards. That is a heads-up play from your senior in Harness. Realizing that you just got the second on her, create some contact. So Burkle has to come out.
Oh, my goodness. That is Wagner's corner right there.
Wagner with her third 3 tonight. She says, I see your 9 threes last year, Allie. I'm going to see if I can't beat it tonight.
Yeah, my goodness. That is her spot right there.
23-4, a 19-point lead.
Nice hands.
Look down low. That shot off the mark, but followed by Corbett. And much like we saw in that Clinton Prairie game, when Burkle had to come out, Corbett stepped up. Harness thought about that one for a minute. Now she will fire. Off the carom, no, and a foul here against
I think
the Cougars.
Was that on Salts, maybe? Number 1? Was that number 1?
Salts or Justice.
I didn't quite see the
Justice.
Justice. Okay, yep. I didn't quite see the number.
They're wearing the black-on-black uniforms tonight, which makes it a little difficult. Just blue trim around the number. They're great. They look cool.
Oh, that.
It's harder than heck to tell who's who when they look alike.
That is for sure.
Rossville this season 5-6 on the year. And, man, they've really needed Gorbett to find that consistency as this one's taken away by Johnson momentarily. They are 3-1 when Addie Gorbett gets into double figures as Coach Jacoby gets a timeout. But they are just 2-5 when she scores in single digits. They need her to give them that offensive firepower. The Coalition of the Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, systems, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. Also brought to you by Aaron's Flooring, where they offer luxury vinyl plank carpet installation and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 601-4145 for a free quote. A much wider margin to start here than I thought we were going to have. I really felt like Rossville matched up well against Carroll, but it has been the hot shooting from Madison Wagner. Already 11 points tonight, Pete.
I thought maybe some of the height on Rossville's side might make it a little bit more of a challenge, you know, a little on the defensive side. But, yeah, you're right. And Harness has not been able to really get it started here tonight, you know, but they're not struggling. I don't think really she has to, you know, push her game here.
Two shots that I remember, a contested layup that she missed, and then that three from about 5 feet behind the line a moment ago. Which just shows you their firepower. When you're leading scorer,
absolutely,
scoring,
yep.
And you can still get out to a lead like this.
Yeah, you really felt like they said they got like a lot of weapons on this team.
She draws so much attention. You can see the defense collapse. It leads to a open shot from Johnson. That one off the mark. Now the Hornets look to get it across the timeline and set up their offense.
Oh, not a good pass.
Johnson with the steal. Heads the other way, and now Gorbett.
Yeah, Johnson, but, man, Johnson should have gave it up right there. Harness was leading the way, and she was calling for it. She was wide open. She could have dumped it off to her. Sometimes that's all you need to do, get your star going, is, you know, throw a little easy pass and let her see one go down. And
I thought that was going to be foul number 2 on Gorbett. The official said, "I'm rewarding your hustle, young lady." A traveling violation called instead. Just touches on those keys to victory as we go back and look at those again. Those hustle plays, the 50-50 balls,
absolutely.
The effort.
The score 23-6, really, you know, but Rossville here, these girls aren't going to quit.
Darnell kicks it back out to Huffman. Huffman goes baseline, goes reverse.
Trick shot.
Oh, man.
I love that shot.
Boy, I don't even know how she got it up there, but almost got it to drop.
Nice look.
Salts down low, uses her length. She's got 4. Cougars. Hot shooting here in the first half, already with 25 points. This one taken away. Justice heads the other direction. Be fouled there by Darnett, or by Allie Elliott, excuse me.
Yeah.
Good foul by Elliott. Don't give the easy one.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Yep. Make them earn it from the line.
Justice at the line on the season. 33% free throw shooter. That one a little too strong there. She'll try to line up her second. She gets 1 of 2. 20-point lead for the Cougars. Gets it across. Finds Sydney McCullough. There's Darnell with it now. And now a double dribble called. That defensive pressure from Harness has been causing ball handlers a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, all sorts of fits, right?
Wagner will bring it up and run point here. Try to get Harness off ball, maybe see if they can get her offense going. Wagner in the middle, Johnson off glass and gets it to go. Lainey Johnson, 6 points tonight. She had 18 versus Culver Academies 2 games ago. She's almost to her scoring average on the season. Good pass, the dump off. With it now as Johnson picks up on the rotation, able to poke it away, and then Huffman picks up the foul.
Yeah, frustration foul on Huffman.
Just her first foul. They're starting to add up against the Rossville Hornets tonight. Ava Burkle currently on the bench, leading scorer on the season. She's got 3. Salts on the offensive glass.
Nice job by Salts. He rebound that one. Didn't even put the ball on the floor, just right back up.
This is Grace Cornell breaking the pressure here for the Hornets. This one taken away by Harness.
Yeah, they're just getting in those passing lanes and not able to let Rossville get into their flow of the offense.
And there's Harness's first field goal tonight. Comes here in the second quarter. 32-6. This one taken away from Wagner, and then a foul. Hopefully Wagner's all right there.
I tell you what, it looked like it hit her elbow or shoulder right there. That looked like it hurt, definitely. You know, one of those they call it the funny bone, you know, up in your elbow and shoulder area where you hit it in that special spot. It's not funny. She's tough, though, goes right to the line.
Yeah, Wagner's.
Let me shake it off here, and I'm going to get these.
The benefit of her is she is right-handed, and it's the left shoulder that it's going to be sore tomorrow.
Look at that, didn't affect her one bit.
Tillman comes in. Go for Carroll. Wagner hits her first. In high school basketball, there is a mercy rule. If you're up 35 at any point in time in the second half, it resorts in a running clock. So Wagner goes 2 for 2 in that trip. Say that obviously as we approach the 28-point lead right now for Carroll. A little sportsmanship there. Corbett goes over to make sure Harness is all right. Harness just picked up her second foul.
Yeah, that's her second foul. Yeah, there's just picking up their dribble, and there's nowhere to go once they pick it up. There's Harness's first point. She slaps her second basket there. She gets a high five from her teammate.
Both of her buckets tonight have come off of steals and transition the other way. And again, the veteran move there to get into the defender, create contact. That ends up being the second foul now on Corbett. Harness at the line. Off the net there. She's got 5 now, and 90% free throw shooter on the season. All over the basketball again, another steal. The run out, left hand, puts it in. Harness definitely a stat sheet stuffer this year. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Add that steal to it.
3.5 steals. 2 more points.
What a move.
Took her a minute to get going, but she's got 9 really quickly here in the second quarter. And now that lead up to 35. So if this margin does not shrink by halftime, we will have a running clock in that second half. The drive, there's a foul. That's going to send Cadence Roby.
That's 3 on harness.
Third foul there. Mulberry Telecommunications wants to be the first to welcome you to the Fiberhood. With Mintel Fiber Optic Services, they offer super fast, reliable internet with gigabit speeds, streaming TV packages, and voice solutions. Sign up today at www.mintel.net or give them a call 296-2885. The first free throw was good by Roby. Second attempt, she just a little extra mustard on. Just 4 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second for Rossville. Only 1 field goal tonight. Came for Maddie Gorbett. They're still fighting here. A very youthful team, Rossville Hornets. They have 4 seniors listed on their roster, but a lot of the playing time are sophomore, freshmen. Wagner tried to hit her 4th 3 tonight. That one taken away. Tillman finds Salts. No good. This shot, too strong. That was Michaela Tillman who's checked in. Jamila with the rebound. Gets it to Wagner, and Wagner just going to slow it down, walk it up for these final 20 seconds here before the half. Make sure you stay tuned. At halftime, we'll have the Farmers Bank halftime show with you. Okay, now we'll talk about this first half of action, recap some highlights as well.
Gotta go. Gotta put it in.
Gorbett, step back, baseline, no. That's going to do it. Take it to the half. It's 41-7 at halftime. These Carroll Cougars lead the Rossville Hornets. We'll be back with the halftime show after these messages.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Davis Comfort Solutions.
At Davis Comfort Solutions Heating and Cooling, the name says it all. Davis Comfort Solutions will keep you comfortable all season long with 2 locations, Fowler and Colfax. They service most of central Indiana.
We've got the air necessities, great service and efficiencies, bringing peace and comfort to your life.
DavisComfortSolutions.com.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Many communities in rural America are often overlooked as underserved. These communities are being left behind due to lack of internet and access to state-of-the-art technology. That's why Mulberry Telecommunications provides rural broadband services and technology and is growing their presence in north central Indiana. Because every community deserves infrastructure and beyond. To learn more, contact us today.
At Day and Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Dangana Funeral Home, putting family first.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
As a healthcare facility, providing top-notch care should be your number one goal. However, patient experience and overall satisfaction should be a top priority as well. You see, in addition to your patients, you also have an obligation to the family and friends who attend appointments, sit for hours in waiting rooms, or spend days at your facility awaiting a loved one to be discharged. The last thing that they want or need to be concerned about is how or where to charge their cell phone, tablet, or smart device when trying to keep loved ones up to date. This is where JM Marketing comes in. Our fully customizable charging station allows you to promote your facility or patient portals while providing a courtesy to those who spend time in your facility. Our charging stations provide full speed, multi-device charging capabilities while utilizing energy-efficient technology. And the best part? They charge nearly 100% of devices. They fit anywhere and go everywhere. A simple yet practical way to enhance the overall experience you provide, and that is a reason for everyone to celebrate. For more information, contact sales at JM Marketing to get plugged in today.
Welcome back to the Hive here at Rossville High School. Score 41-7 at the break. These Carroll Cougars meant business tonight right from the jump, as Madison Wagner knocked down 3 threes in that first half. She leads all scorers with 13. But it shows you how quickly Allie Harness can get going as well, Pete. She was scoreless about halfway through that second quarter and then turned it on. She finished with 9. She's the second leading scorer for Carroll right now.
Yeah, struggled a little bit in that first half, just seeing something go down, but then her defense was bringing her the offense, playing really tough there, just forcing these players to make bad passes and getting into the passing lane. She's getting a lot of help from her teammates. You know, she'll get them stopped, and they got nowhere to go, and before they know it, they turn the ball over, and she's able to get out in front and get those easy buckets.
Wagner with 13 points, Harness with 9, as we said. They also got 6 points in the first half from 3 different players. Jillian Saltz with 6, Lainey Johnson with 6, Mallory O'Brien with 6. One other player that scored was Emily Justice. She contributed a single point. And on the other side for Rossville, just 7 points in that first half, only 1 field goal. Addie Gorbitz got 4 points. And the story was, it was a tough situation already with falling behind early, but then Ava Burkle gets in foul trouble. Addie Gorbitz already got 2. You got to start to watch, defensively how much pressure you can apply, and that makes it almost impossible to come back when you're down such a large margin.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't pressure the ball, because if you get called for whistles, you're going to start losing players pretty quickly.
Yeah, and this one of the things was on the field was handling the pressure, and Rossville's done a really good job of. Rossville hasn't been able to. Carroll's done a really good job on the pressure. Rossville's not been able to break that pressure very well. Now, when they rebound and they push the ball a little bit, they're able to get out in front of the Cougars there, and they're getting some open looks. But we saw probably 3 or 4 shots that were underneath the basket. They're not able to get those in.
Got to find a way to limit one-shot opportunities on that end of the floor, because you're right. When Carroll's making, they're able to set up that defense, and it's that double whammy. Makes it even tougher. Well, I'm sure Coach Jacoby at the half is probably imploring this young team to continue to fight hard. One thing I guarantee she's seeing is something I noticed in the first half is Harness, Wagner, Johnson, those 3 specifically, are being very aggressive in the passing lanes. That opens up backdoor cuts and things now that they're trying to get steals and run out the other way. We'll see if Rossville catches on to that and makes some adjustments here in the second half. Both teams come back out to warm up. We got about 2.5 minutes on the clock. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll get third quarter action headed your way.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last day. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel. Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Welcome back to the Hive at Rossville High School. Scene of tonight's varsity basketball doubleheader here on the IHSAA Sports Network. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by the South Fork Restaurant. Dine in or carry out. South Fork is known for daily lunch and dinner specials. And they got them hand-battered tenderloins, award-winning onion rings, a little bit of everything. Join them at 105 South Glick Street in Mulberry or visit southforkpub.com for their latest menu options. Harness. Little floater here. That one rattles out. Burkle back in after those 3 fouls in the first half. I'm sure that was a topic of conversation at the half as well, is trying to keep her out of foul trouble. Harness secures the rebound and looks to push the other way.
Two good looks by the Hornets. Just can't get them to go down.
And Wagner continues her hot shooting. She's got 15. I think Madison Wagner likes it when our cameras show up in the gym. She seems to have, she has great nights regardless, don't get me wrong, but man, she really puts on a show. Burkle working on Justice in the lane, little floater. It's going to be last touch by Justice.
Yeah, off the foot, I believe, and it'll stay with the Hornets.
I like Burkle's blue shoes. If for nothing else, it makes it really easy to know where she's at on the floor. They throw it in. Harness able to get to the ball quicker and takes it the other way. She's in double figures with 11.
Yeah, Harness able to read that all the way down. Watching that inbounds play.
Now with a 45-7 mark, we have surpassed that 35-point lead. So you will see a running clock the rest of this game.
Ooh, nice job of holding that pivot foot down. Almost a travel.
Well, these Cougars are really dialed in defensively. Look at them moving their feet, active hands. Good pass.
That was a good pass.
There you go. Allie Elliott with her first field goal.
Step through. Nice easy deuce.
Little fancy dribbling. How about that move? Add that one to the highlight reel.
That was a good shot. She is fun to watch.
Little hesitation dribble, crossover, get in the lane, let a little floater fly.
Over the top.
Yeah, over the top. They find Gorbett. She's got her second field goal.
Love that. Great job of bringing that down.
Ooh, Harness thought about the three there. Goes back. Wagner. Oh, that one just rattles out. O'Brien on the glass. No.
We're
And
gonna
now
get the
a whistle here.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to be out of bounds, but no.
It should be number 2 on Huffman. Unless that clock continues to run. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfurt Eagles. 408 North Main Street. Burkle, pull up. That one rattles out, back up and in. Oh, nice job working the offensive glass by Allie Elliott. And Elliott comes up with the steal.
Nice job. Ooh, fight for the 50-50 ball. Good job.
That one deflected. Elliott still can't get it to drop, but man, got to applaud the effort.
Oh, Laney Johnson. Oh, not going to give her the easy one. Good foul.
Corbett with a smile there. That'll be her third. So Corbett and Burkle both with 3. Huffman with 2. We'll send Johnson to the free throw line. Laney at 64% shooter on the season as that one rattles out. For over 30 years, the Indy Card Exchange has been your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And they're refining the game of professional grading with consultation services that save you time and money. Go to IndyCardExchange.com. See how you can make money off of your collection. Oh. That one just rattles out again. Elliott with a few looks here in this second half as Harness gets a floater the other way. 47-11.
Gotta love the adjustments that Rossville has made.
That's twice now. Elliott's used that backdoor cut to get field goals here in the third quarter.
And I think they had a height matchup that they took advantage of. There's a tie-up.
Couple players hit the deck. And they're going to call it a jump ball here. No foul. That's probably a benefit. I know the fans don't like it, but that's probably a benefit to the home fans because that would have been Gorbett's 4th foul had they called that. Harness trying to pull the old, what was that, Scottie Pippen play where he threw off a,
I've seen that work this year.
Johnson's got it in the corner. Back out top as they swing the basketball around. Harness is 3 off the mark. Here comes Burkle. Burkle looks to push. That one knocked away, but last touch by the Cougars. Rossville's ball into their own bucket here. Both of these teams will grace our airwaves a number of times this season. Shot a little too strong there. For these Carroll Cougars, obviously on the airwaves tonight, but we've got a varsity doubleheader against Delphi as Laney Johnson gets the bucket. We also has a varsity doubleheader against Clinton Prairie. You'll see Carroll. That shot just falls off, and you can see Burkle almost, what do I got to do to get one to drop here tonight?
I think it went around the whole rim. Just hung there for a second, did not drop.
Well, these running clocks, it always makes these games go a lot quicker. It's the third quarter. It feels like it just started. It's almost over. That one through the hands of Salts. Huffman's had a quiet night. The 2 fouls, no field goals yet for Courtney. Burkle says, I'll take this. A little too strong. It's brought out there by Michaela Tillman. Harness sets up the offense.
The reach, yeah.
They're going to get Burkle here on the reach. That's number 4. Under 20 seconds to go. The Cougars look content to hold the ball here and ride this lead into the fourth quarter. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll sign off briefly, and about 20 minutes after, we'll get the tip-off for the boys' basketball game as the quarter ends, and no foul call. That's going to end the quarter. 51-13 your score as we head to the fourth. We'll be back with more basketball on ISC.
Mulberry Telecommunications is proud to announce the next generation in awesome, Mintel TV. With the Mintel TV streaming app, you aren't confined to just your TV, but you need 2 things: high-speed fiber internet from Mulberry Telecommunications and a Mintel TV subscription. Available on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, and more, with features that include Cloud DVR, Restart TV, look-back options, and pause live TV. Mintel TV is definitely the next generation of awesome. Current customers, call 765-296-2885 for your free upgrade. New customers, visit Mintel.net to sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
Derek, do you know what we do not have in common with Ted Lasso?
What's that, Jake?
We made it beyond 3 seasons.
Oh, we're going to make it like 30, 40, 50 seasons. As long as your heart holds out, that is. Query and Schultz every Tuesday night. You can watch it right here on the ISC Sports Network, on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X, podcast, whatever it is. Just call it whatever you want.
Twitter doesn't exist.
Just make sure Tuesday nights, Query and Schultz, 7:30, all season long, right here on the ISC Sports Network.
We outlasted Twitter.
We did.
Fourth quarter getting set here at the Hive. It's a 51-13 lead for the Carroll Cougars. This portion of our game brought to us by the Farmers Bank, where they like helping everyone grow. From business owners that are already running multi-million-dollar companies to first-timers just trying to open a savings account. They're drawing over 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Oh, nice move.
Johnson a little too strong. Tillman, no. Tillman again.
Oh,
and got it.
Got it.
It's Tillman's first bucket of the night. Rossville empty on their first trip of the fourth quarter. This one knocked out of bounds by Harness. He's going to set up the offense here for Rossville Hornets, looking at the Hoosier Heartland Conference where both of these teams play. Carroll sits in first place right now, tied with Tri-Central, both with 3 wins apiece. Sheridan and Delphi there at 2-1. Rossville sitting currently at 2-2 in conference play. These Rossville Hornets, they've dropped 3 games in a row, but the teams that they've played, Pete, they're 26-7, their last 3 opponents. And then you look here tonight and you go, you're playing another 9-2 team. So Rossville's schedule has been a tough one for sure.
It's been a brutal schedule, absolutely. Burkle able to get a trip to the line here.
Lefty a little too strong on her first attempt.
Little blue shoes.
She sits at number 5 in conference in scoring on the season. Not too bad for the sophomore at 15 points a game.
Nice.
It's 1 of 2. Yeah, these two teams, they put some players up there in the scoring in the top 20. As Tillman fights. That one partially blocked, and now Rossville heads the other way. Allie Harness leads all scorers in conference play at a little over 20 points per game. Offensive glass put back Burkle. She's got 5 now tonight. Burkle sits at 5th, 15 points per contest. Madison Wagner is 7th with her 13.2. You also have Addie Gorbett in the top 15 and Allie Elliott as well at number 17. So a youth movement as we get a foul here. This one called against Wagner. Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call, 654-7222. Visit them online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life.
Guardians of the gums.
Always has fun with her billboards and her advertising. I love it. Get braces for $199 a month. Thank Dr. Jill Snyder and all of our sponsors.
Oh, man.
Make our broadcast possible.
That's a couple points there. Line, nice steal by Huffman. Oh, drug the pivot foot. Darn it. I think Huffman should have just continued to the basket.
Tonight's been the Harness and Wagner show for sure. They've gotten great contributions as well from Lainey Johnson, Mallory O'Brien, and Jillian Saltz. Pretty much from the onset, Carroll came out rocking and rolling.
For me, it's Carroll's it's been a whole team effort for them tonight. I mean, yeah, with Harness, you know, you look down, how many points does she have now on as we
15 points.
So she got 15 points, but you know, it's the other players around her that have really stepped up. But when you watch her play tonight, she's had a quiet 15 points. You've seen her struggle just a little bit. Some of the shots just aren't going down. But they got the players that can step up and, you know, and take care of that.
As Michaela Tillman
nobody picks her up. Right around everybody. Huffman
says thank you.
Yeah.
It's her first field goal. Wagner had those 3 quick early threes in the first half, and we thought for a moment we were in for a 6-7-8-3 make night. She's quieted down a little bit here with her scoring, but
yeah, she was hitting it from that corner. All 3 of them came from the same spot, same corner. Hasn't been able to get it going back on this side. Again, this hefty lead. You know, they haven't played the pressure defense that they were playing in the first half. They got the running clock working into their advantage. So they're just getting everybody involved now.
Corbett has 8 points tonight. Nice slip to the bucket. Flashlight post there, Saltz.
I thought she was going. Oh, she does. Oh, see, she's just not on from out there tonight. I don't know. That's pretty unusual for her because she's pretty rock solid from those deep shots and just not able to really get into a groove tonight. Still 15 points. You know, isn't that wild that she's got? I mean, that's how good. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Saltz,
such a
goes to
good
the line,
player.
knocks it down. She's got 7. Almost 80% from the line on the season for the sophomore. I think she's going to be fun to watch here over the next couple of years. As Saltz has got a nice touch.
Look at those 2 free throws right there, nothing but net. I mean, just puts them in and.
Being a sophomore, she's going to get to battle Gorbit, Burkle, Elliott, a few more seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Dump down. Burkle gets fouled here for the younger Tillman.
And I think you're right. This Rossville team's just going to get better. They got a lot of good young players here.
Burkle knocks it down. Having Coach Jacoby on the sidelines is always a great benefit too when you've got these youthful basketball players. You know, you still have time. These aren't seniors that you're coming in trying to teach something new or new philosophies.
Nice block out. What's behind? Nobody talks. So you got a little communication out on the floor.
Tillman picks up back-to-back fouls here for the Cougars. Jalen Kingery, number 22, on the floor for Carroll. 21 is Olivia Schroeder. As Coach Wiles is onto his bench here in the fourth quarter. Huffman can't bank that one in, but a great job on the glass.
How about that?
Megan McDonald.
Right there at the right spot. Good rebound. Goes up strong. Gets the deuce.
Nice job there by the senior.
Oh, nice job by
around,
Arnis.
Schroeder.
Recognizing she had 2-on-1. She's like, somebody's got to be open.
So Schroeder's first bucket this evening. Huffman. Mid-range jumper, no. Battling for it down low is Burkle. Oh, went through contact and mixing it up a little bit down there. They're going to call this foul on the floor. We're going to have it shooting. All right, Burkle at the line for two. My fault. Try to add to her night here. Nice job after getting into foul trouble early and even picking up a fourth foul quickly in the third quarter. Burkle's been able to stay on the floor. 7 points tonight so far for Ava. This is that track down by a Cougar. They come the other way. They're going to get a blocking foul here. Official's going to talk about it. I never saw a signal.
14 maybe? Or no? I didn't see.
Corbett was the player that went to the floor.
Nice pass.
They called it on number 12, Autumn Pascal. So Pascal picks up her first foul. Under a minute to go here in this first game of our doubleheader. Give us about 20 minutes after this one concludes, and we'll get the boys' game tipped off for you. Shot off the mark, tracked down by Huffman, no. McDonald trying to follow again. Harness and these Cougars could really dribble it out here. No shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. Harness looks to penetrate. Now a foul on Gorbit, I'm guessing. Yep, that's number 4 on Addie. Final 3 seconds. And that's going to do it. 57-24, a dominant performance tonight from the number 6 ranked team in 2A. Carroll Cougars get a victory in game number 1 of our varsity doubleheader here this evening. Pete, your final thought on this girls game?
It's a great job by the Carroll Cougars coming into Rossville here, playing a great team effort and doing what they need to do to come out with a victory here tonight.
Tonight, our Clinton County, important to note that, player of the game brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles. It's going to be the freshman, Allie Elliott. 4 points tonight. Came out there after halftime and had a couple of back-to-back buckets. Doing a nice job for these Rossville Hornets. You're going to see both of those here.
Yeah, great open look there.
Congratulations to her. The overall player of the game tonight, I really think, was Madison Wagner. She set the tone early there for the Carroll Cougars and did a nice job on the offensive end. Had 8 points in the first quarter, had 13 by halftime, finished with 15 overall. Congratulations to her. I want to thank everybody behind the scenes at ISC. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's boys action here on the ISC Sports Network. We'll sign off for now. We'll be back. Tune in just about 20 minutes from now.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.